Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally here. The Thousand Sunny enters the fight. Ding-a-ding. As Luffy slaps the ship and thinks of all the meat it can fit, he suddenly notices a missing Franky. Following their grand adventure on Eddie's lobby, everyone, including Franky, knew that he'd be asked to join the Straw Hats. And although deep in his heart he really wants to, the guilt he's carrying prevents him from taking the offer. But after hearing his family's kind words and a questionable situation involving undies, Franky finally gives in and decides to join the team. Not even moments later, though, Grandpappy Garp comes blazing around the corner, hand-tossing cannon fire. I don't think you heard me right. He's hand-tossing cannonballs with his bare hands, like a baseball, with his hands. Anyway, Usopp, now seeing his former crew leave without him, throws away his idiotic stubbornness and tearfully begs to join the crew once more. Luffy extends his hand and accepts Usopp's apology. Both the crew and Usopp share a moment of joy before Franky unveils Sunny's secret. I'm a head out. The ship rocket jumps and off they go. And as the news of their achievements reach across the seas, we once again visit the islands of old, where the friends and family of our heroes relish in the joy that their loved ones are doing well. I think even saw Smoker-kun smile for half a frame. Anyway.
I think I saw the same smile, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, dude, Smoker out here, he's a tsundere, all of the 100%.
Fucking Commodore Smoker.
Dude, it's funny that he was, when he was reintroduced, he was like catching some like no-name pirate. He was like, what was this guy worth again? And then the goon on the side was like, oh, he was like 30 million. And he's like, they don't make pirates like they used to.
Fucking boomer Smoker.
Oh, wait, so was his rank really Commodore?
Yeah.
I thought he was captain.
Well, he used to be captain, but I think him and Tashigi got promoted. The random Marine goon who shows up specifically addresses Smoker as Commodore Smoker and Ensign Tashigi.
I did catch the Ensign.
Is that an actual Navy rank? I didn't know about that one.
Let me Google right now. Ensign is the 16th rank in the United States Navy, ranking above Chief Warrant Officer 5 and directly below Lieutenant. So she's one rank from a lieutenant.
Where does Commodore fall in regards to captain? Do you have the whole list there, or is it
I thought Captain came before Vice Admiral. I didn't even know Commodore was in the list. Hang on. Do Navy officer ranks for a sec.
Should have looked this up beforehand, but
I think, to be fair, a lot of like the ranks in the One Piece world is kind of like, oh no, look at this. So there's lieutenant. No, wait. Ensign is the first rank of an officer. Okay, so yeah, because originally Tashigi was a enlisted member because she didn't have the rank of an officer. So now she has transitioned into the first rank of officership. So that's cool. Ensign is 01, and then lieutenant would be 02. And then there's a bunch of lieutenants in there. Commander is 05. Captain's 06. But then, yeah, so then you start getting into like lieutenants, or I'm sorry, vice admirals and rear admirals, like right after captain. So I guess maybe like Commodore was just thrown in there, maybe based off.
I think that's like just like a job title, like a role. I ain't no Navy guy. I ain't on boats.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I used to be in the Air Force, and I know the Air Force ranks pretty well, but I don't quite know the Navy ranks. I'm sorry. But hang on here, one sec. Here is the Japanese one. So you have captain. No, after captain comes rear admiral.
According to Wikipedia, Commodore is a senior naval rank used in many navies, equivalent to brigadier and air commodore. It is superior to Navy captain.
Okay.
That's all we need to know, I guess.
It sounds like Smoker got a level up. That was a great reintroduction. He's just like, Luffy got his bounty up.
He's fully shirtless now.
Yeah, he's embracing it, man. He knows he's jacked as fuck. He doesn't give a shit.
It's also seemed to be like a very hot summer island, though, to be fair.
I heard him. He was like, talking to Tashigi. He's like, we gotta, get promoted and whatnot. We need to like keep up. I'm like, yeah, I think they recognize that like they will get more opportunities to stay up with Luffy by being allowed to enter the Grand Line as they get promoted. Or at least that's how I thought of it.
They're already in the Grand Line though.
Sorry, New World. Sorry.
Idiot.
Stupid.
Doofus.
Everybody point and laugh.
Everybody point and laugh. Justin doesn't know anything. All right, but starting at the top of like the main topics or whatever for these apps. So the log post is now pointing to the next island, Fishman
Under the
Island.
sea.
Under the sea.
Yay, I'm
Under
happy I
sea.
get an under the sea island.
Under the sea.
You've been waiting for this for so long. You want to finally meet the crab people, the crab people of
Crab
legend.
people.
Crab people.
Crabs deserve more recognition, in my opinion. To be perfectly honest,
I just
with
hope
Do
that
they?
someone was a compilation of a crab raid. A crab
Oh, God.
rave.
you. That's the only reason I want it, baby.
Dun, 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 dun.
I just love the crab clap, dude. It's like, sorry, my bad. But before they get there, they will have to travel through an area called the Florian Triangle, which is being presented as just kind of like,
The
spooky
Bermuda
territory.
Triangle. Totally not the Bermuda Triangle.
But it's in Florida.
So the Florida Triangle is an area of sea between them and Fishman Island that is notorious for a bunch of ships that go missing, whatever spookiness and whatnot. So I
It
guess
looks like Frankie was saved there
say what?
from like Frankie's little backstory after being bopped by a train. He got picked up by a ghost ship. Was that in the Florian Florida Triangle?
I would not say it was necessarily the Florida Triangle. I guess maybe, but that seems like an awfully long way to be drifting.
When Kokoro was explaining it, she would talk about how the ghost ships would they would just float out of the triangle and people would find them and know that they came from the Florida Triangle. So I want to say Frankie didn't get picked up in the triangle, maybe somewhere close,
Yeah.
considering he drifted to basically Water 7, because clearly Water 7 is close to the Florida Triangle, but
And is that why Shipwreck Bay is a thing on Water
that
7?
is probably
Because of all the
why
ships?
Shipwreck Island is a thing over there.
I guess we'll find out, but maybe. But I don't imagine Frankie. In my head, the Florian Triangle seems rather distant in some regard. And despite being hit by a train and somehow living, I don't think Frankie was launched that far.
Honestly, this show has many more stretches than that. But
According to Kokoro, about 100 ships a year are lost in the Florian Triangle, and the ships that are found either have no crew on them and are still just floating, or as ghost ships with dead crew members.
Right.
Well, there you go.
She explained that.
Yes, and now I'm telling the audience to remind them.
Yeah, we got to tell the audience because they probably didn't even watch these eps. They're just listening to us talk.
Hold on, imagine there's actually a listener out there who just straight up has not watched a single episode of One Piece, and
They
they're
just
just
listen
listening
to
to us. They're just listening to us.
I can think of a couple people.
Dude, shout out to that person.
Besides
Actually,
me
no,
and you.
we do know somebody who does that. The girl that we get all of our questions from, Rainy, she does that, I think.
She never seen One Piece,
I don't think she has.
but she listens.
I'll ask her tomorrow.
That is
Rain Sama.
Rain-kun.
Rain Coon, okay.
I don't think that's the right honorific at all, but
what do we know? We're not Japanese.
true.
So we are going to the Florida Triangle first, or at least we have to pass through it. And then in addition to that, everyone got their bounties, baby! Except for Usopp, because, I'm just kidding. We all know.
Well,
We're talking about Soap King.
do we though?
Do we know?
No,
we know?
We do know. They did mention it that Soga King got one.
Well, but that's not Usopp. That's Soga King.
Yeah, that's Soga King. What do you guys called this too? That you'd like
I did.
that Soga
I
King
did.
was going to be the one with the bounty, and I chuckled to myself.
Did Devin call it, or did somebody hand feed that to us? I could have swore somebody suggested it.
No, I said it would be the funniest thing on the planet if it was
okay.
only Soga King and not.
Yeah, I remember. I think this was
Usopp.
actually in our last episode.
I don't remember. It's been like 3 weeks since we last recorded.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but yeah. So what do you call the Soga King thing? But let's have a discussion about our bounty situation because
Yeah,
literally
let's do it.
nobody except for Zoro and Luffy is happy about this. Not a single person.
I just want to say quick, does anyone know the bounty for Soga King? Because I didn't write it down in my notes. I think I just
They
didn't find
say
it.
They did say it. It's 30 mil.
Yeah, when they went to Syrup Village, they were like, dude, this is fucking Usopp. We know it's the captain. And they're like, he's 30 million, dude. That's insane.
That's insane. Luffy's at 300.
Okay.
Luffy sits at 300. Fucking catch me,
Fucking
bitch.
300. Fucking tripled his bounty. He was at like 100 or 120, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was at 1 before the Water 7 stuff.
Yeah.
And then Zoro was at, I think, 60.
Zoro doubled. I think. Zoro
Yeah,
was
Zoro
60, I
doubled,
think.
Luffy tripled, and then everyone else
Everybody
got
got
their
new
first bounties.
bounties.
I love choppers.
Oh, poor Chopper. No, stop.
50.
We love their pet.
Cotton candy loving pet Chopper is what his title was.
Yeah, the cotton candy lover.
Where did they get the cotton candy?
I don't
part
know.
from?
I don't even remember the cotton candy. When did you eat cotton candy?
No. So this is actually fun in canon. So in an SBS at one point, an editor or like an interviewer asked Oda, like, okay, so like, can you shed some light on when some of these pictures were taken for the new guys? And he was like, yeah, sure. So Soga King was taken while they were on Eni's lobby at some point. Franky was also taken, actually just like when they were escaping Eni's lobby or whatever, like when he was, when they were like trying to like get the boat or whatever, and like cannon fire was happening. That's why you see a cannon in the back. So was Robin. Moving on to Chopper and Nami. Chopper and Nami were actually taken when a secret like person for the Navy place snuck into the party and took a couple of pictures of Chopper and Nami. That's why Nami's in a pose and Chopper was eating cotton candy, because that was when they were
Nami's
at
the only one we get an explanation for. She says, I thought he said he was a journalist or something like that.
Yeah. So the guy who snapped Nami also snapped Chopper, and they both happened like during the big party at Water 7 or whatever.
What if it's the same guy? That guy?
Dude, no, it
attached?
actually is. This is hilarious. So the guy who gets the pictures of every pirate in this universe is all the same dude. I'm not even
Jesus
kidding.
Christ. That dude.
I'm not, that dude that you met, he is a reoccurring character that takes the picture of every bountied pirate in the entire franchise.
Talk about fucking
That
globetrotter.
dude's
Holy
fucking
shit.
busy. Yeah, holy shit, he gets
That
around.
dude's a man, dude. He's
How
got
does
a
he
name.
get around?
Hold on one sec.
Attach. His name's Attach.
Attach, that is his name. Yeah.
Or Atash. Whatever.
He's a fucking goon, dude. And it's funny when he was like being harassed by the other Marine guy. He's like, okay, so what the fuck happened with Sanji? And then he was like, well, it was the strangest thing. It was really spooky too. I took a picture and then it just came out all black. And then he's like, did you take the lens cap
You
off?
sure you didn't take the lens cap? Forget to take the lens cap off? And he went,
What?
What?
no, that doesn't sound like me.
What's a lens cap? I've never
Clearly
heard
it's
of her.
ghosts.
So we got the gag. Well, the big gags here are that Choppy boy gets 50 berries, which
Oh,
for
My
those
dude
keeping
is
track at
upset.
home,
my
for
poor
those keeping
boy.
track at home, that means that he is worth 50 cents.
My boy is
50.
upset.
He's not even worth having a bounty on.
That's not, is that,
You could trip on the side of the street and make more money than hunting down Chopper.
Like, what's even the point of making the bounty? They probably spent more money making the posters.
Absolutely.
More money distributing the posters. than
They
actually-
paid Attach more money to go take that picture than the bounty is actually worth.
It's so good, dude. I love that gag. It's the best.
It's so upsetting. I mean, I know Chopper didn't actually like really do anything like Little Chopper, recognizable Chopper, Super Chopper, Yeti Chopper did a lot of stuff, but he's nowhere to be found. So obviously he's not part of the pirate crew. But little baby Chopper, all he did was exist, and they were like, found you.
Poor Choppy, dude. I think one of you at one point we were having this discussion that we're like, man, he's gonna have a huge bounty when they get done with this, and I'm like, okay.
oh, he'll have a bounty, all right.
I can't wait for him to get an increase in bounty, and it only goes up by like $1.
Yo, Devin, you're onto something. I ain't gonna lie to you, bud.
No. Don't worry. They'll double it to a solid 100 even.
They'll definitely make him worth $1 at some point. Don't you worry.
Has to.
I'll buy that for $1.
This is a fun fact. We'll get there again, like when we get to more of these episodes. One of the best parts about these episodes is we do get to return to a lot of like the old towns that the straws came from and stuff like that, which we'll do again. Like this is the first of many, I think, coming down the road. Pretty much after every arc or every significant arc, like when they get new bounties and like do funky stuff. We're going to start getting more of these. And one of them, I'll just tell you guys, Dr. Kureha, after she learns Chopper's bounty, so you know that shirt that she always wears, the cherry blossom one for hero look and
yeah.
stuff like that? She's going to get a new shirt that literally just says 50 berry.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's so good, dude. She's the best mom anyone could ask
Dr.
for.
K,
Dude.
not like this.
Crayon's so good. She's
That's my
wholesome.
boy.
It's funny too because you get the part where it's Dalton handing her the wanted poster, and he goes, "I'm sure it's a mistake. I'm sure it's just a typo." But here's his bounty. She's like, "Oh, it's good to see his face again." Completely ignores the fact that it's only 50 berries, and that she could sneeze on that piece of paper, and it would be worth more to somebody than the 50 bounties they would get or 50 berries for collecting him.
Dr. Correa
My
has the
God.
mom we all need in life, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh, my God.
She's a supportive parent. But and then the next meme, of course, Soga King is the one with the bounty, not Usopp, which we all kind of had like an idea that might happen.
This is like back in Alabasta, where only Zoro and Luffy were the ones with bounties, and the others like freely went around and did stuff. Except now it's only Usopp.
Well, it's kind of Sanji too, which leads
It's
us
kind of Sanji too.
Sanji. So they fake or they fail the picture, and then they just draw the world's shittiest looking drawing of Sanji for his
I
wanted
love the fact
poster.
how they're all like, "Yep, that looks like him."
Well, so Zoro in the back is like, "Oh yeah, dude, that's like a perfect rendition. Like, what do you
Yeah,
mean?"
he's like, I didn't even realize it was a drawing until you said something.
You've been depressed for long enough.
Shut up! Why is mine the only one with a drawing?
Who cares about the picture? You've got a bounty.
Who is this, huh? Because it's not me!
I thought it was a photo till you said something.
You?
It was a handsome face again.
Dude, it's so good, man. I love the shit out of that gag so much.
It's
Because
so
Sanji
good.
was so proud. He got a cool moniker though, so now he's known as Blackleg, which is pretty sweet. Which we've called him, I think, on the cast by accident once or twice, but neither of you guys gave a shit or notice. So we'll just move.
He wears
past
black
it.
pants.
Yeah, he's Blackleg because of his black pants. So obviously that's akin to the Redfoot Zeph. So instead of being Blackfoot, he's like Redfoot, Blackleg. It's fun. Anyway.
I honestly don't get the correlation in the current of what we've seen.
Like why they would call him Blackleg?
Yeah.
Because he's got black pants.
He's got a sweet name, Blackleg, and then Robin actually got a bounty increase and a more current picture. They just gave her the extra mil to round her to 80
rounded
million.
her off.
That was all they did. They didn't give her any more than that. They were just like, all right, well, we're not doing 79 anymore. We're gonna do 80, and now she's like a full-fledged pirate because we need a current picture to figure out what the fuck's going on with this lady nowadays. And then Nami was like, oh no, I finally have a bounty. She's actually a little less than Arlong at 16 though, which is nothing to sneeze at. I think that's everybody, right? Oh, and then Frankie comes in
and
at
then, of
44.
course, Frankie.
44. Which moves us into the next big item. Of course, Frankie builds the Thousand Sunny, which we are now accustomed to the brand new ship, the Thousand Sunny. Do we like the name? Do we like the animal? The boat? Like, does it look cool? Nah.
You mean a
yeah.
sunflower on the front?
I'm gonna be real. It's been a long time since I've seen this, obviously, and colloquially, everyone just refers to the ship as Sunny. So I've been misremembering Sunny's name. I've been calling it for like recently. I've just been like, "Oh, the Going Sunny."
No,
Not
dude,
realizing
what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck was I on about for the who knows how long?
It is technically, I think, the Thousand Sunny Go. To be fair, like I think that is a thing, but it's not the Going Sunny like it is the Going Merry. It's the Thousand Sunny.
My brain was doing something. I don't know what he was
what
doing.
are you doing out here, man? He's a fucking idiot, man.
All right, listen, hold on, relax. I am not as much of an animal as you were 20 minutes ago. All right, let's calm down.
No, I like the name. I think it's a good name.
Do we like the boat? I think the boat's fucking sweet. I love the boat.
Dude. Okay, we're gonna get there eventually. I don't really know how far. I really hope it's not that far. But dude, when they reveal the amenities on the Thousand Sunny, I'm calling it out. We're gonna make a fucking Pit My Ride bit for our opening podcast because holy
spoil
shit,
it.
it's so good, fun.
And now I'm gonna hate it because you're hyping it.
Fuck
I
you.
mean, it's not something to be hyped about, but the boat is cool, man. Like it's got grass on like the main deck.
Yeah,
So they,
that's kind of crazy. I don't.
They have a lawn, Devin. They have,
a lawn, dude. It's
They
so
have
good.
apples, grapes, tangerines. They got a fridge with a lock on it. They have an aquarium.
I was like, okay, that's neat.
Okay, well, fine. Oh, fuck you, Devin.
I
This is their new home, my guy. All right, man.
I get that. And I get why people are hyped for it, but I'm still bitter about the Mary.
You wanted the Mary to carry us the rest of
No,
the way.
he's mourning. He's mourning. Give us some
I'm
time.
mourning. Yes.
He'll come around to the Thousand Sunnies sooner or later.
Yeah, eventually. That's what I mean. It's like it's only just been here, so I don't really have too strong of a tie to it. Like, sure, it's cool. Like, it already has like a super rocket, which I'm like, okay, of course.
Yeah, dude. Like, come on.
Frankie hit the nos on that bitch. He was like, "We're getting the fuck out of
Exactly.
here."
This boat literally has a nitrous button. This boat could be in Fast and the Furious. I'm not even kidding. It has a NOS.
It's just, I don't know. Aesthetically, it doesn't hit for me. I don't know what it is.
That makes me kind of sad. I love the shit out of this boat because I think it's got a really nice aesthetic, really fun design. And like when you do start seeing like the insides of the boat or whatever, it is pretty cool. I do like the inside of the boat a lot. Like Justin was describing, it's got a lot of really cool amenities. And the episode that I think you're talking about where they go over the majority of them, it's technically in a filler section, which we got to decide if we want to watch that arc.
We're watching that
in general.
We're watching that. There's no. I will fucking die if we don't watch that one filler up, dude.
Well, it's like it's in an arc actually. It's actually the last filler arc that I can even think of. It's like in it's like a small like 10 episode filler arc. So like the first like 2 episodes have like 50% canon, but then 50% filler, and then the rest of the arc is just nothing but filler. But
As
if
long
we
as we
want-
can cram all the Sunny amenities into one episode of that arc, I'm down for it.
Yeah, we can go over it maybe. Well, I'll talk with Jordy about maybe squeezing that into his list because I think he's got the next arc already mapped out too. So I'll see if he's even included it or
Yeah, I've
whatever.
been meaning to ask about that. Also, to you two, don't Google Thousand Sunny.
Well, yeah, duh.
No, I'm just making sure because like there's a lot of cool amenities, but there's also a bunch of spoilers
why,
in there.
Though? I mean, they can Google it if they want. They know the boat now.
No. There's spoilers riddled all over that wiki page. In the amenities section, there are spoilers.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. But
'Cause I
one
went
of the
looking
coolest
earlier.
parts is the fact that they have a aquarium now that also doubles up as like a fish storage location, so they can just like go fishing out on the ocean, throw it in the aquarium, chill and have dinner downstairs in like a beautiful dining area, while also being like, I kind of want that other fish over there for dessert. And then Sanji can be like, yo, bet, dude.
They'll have like a rather large aquarium, like a little community in there. They take out one fish. They're like, oh, where are they taking him? Then they see them having dinner, like, oh no, they got Jimmy.
Like, wait a minute. Why does that look like Phil?
Why do they put us in this tank only to suffer?
To watch them. Wow, that's cruel. I was initially down with the aquarium, but now that we're
shit.
talking about it more, oh man, this is awful.
Oh, fuck.
I
Drop them out
can't
there.
wait for like the fish in the tank to react to them eating them.
Oh god, that'd be so good. Surely
Also,
we have that
I kind
bit.
of want to show you guys like a Mary versus the Sunny pick because these episodes really don't showcase just how much bigger.
Well, they said it was double the size.
No, there's no way she's only double.
I got news for you, dude. It's like quadruple or something. Let me show you an actual picture, like a scaled version.
Yeah, Zoro goes like she looks double in size, and I'm like, you're kind of wild, Zoro. There's no shot.
I know Sunny will grow on me. That's one thing I do know. It'll grow on me. It's just the growing pains are now.
The growing Mary.
All right, here. This one will work. It's kind of like fuzzy, but actually it is about double. I take it all back.
Really? That's
Damn.
it?
It's about double.
That's like double and a half at least.
Yeah,
right?
I'll give it a solid double and a quarter.
I'm gonna go with a solid triple. More than double, but not quite quadruple. Sunny's a solid triple.
Yeah, I feel that. That's fair. But Frankie, in addition to making the Thousand Sunny and making a sweet boat while we're at it, also decides, at first he's like avoiding the question. He's like, nah, I'm not going to go with the the goons, and even though I like him a little, and then all of his other family members, we get to see a fun little montage of him like quite literally cleaning up the streets and like turning around the lives of these random schmucks.
But like Mozu and Kiwi, he just kind of like picked up and said, "You belong to me now," though. Like they were just having a good night on the town, it looked like, and he just went, "Stop drinking, get sober, come with me."
He was the healthcare system they needed, all right?
It's noon and y'all are literally wasted out of your mind.
Out.
Listen, Italy gets dark early, all right? Shut up.
They were having fun.
Well, what happens when you have fun every day at every waking hour?
You can't say that for certain. All we get is this one snapshot of Frankie picking them up while they're just bar hopping.
He knows an alcoholic when he sees one. He grew up with Kokoto.
Shit.
The best part about this whole montage is literally just everyone, and I mean everyone, like, please just fucking take him.
Get rid of this animal, please. We can't take it anymore. I mean, that's what the townspeople were doing. So, like, the big gag. So Frankie doesn't want to join because he's being a tsundere or whatever. And then the big idea that the Frankie family get is that they're going to steal his briefs that he's wearing, his, like, tighty...
Not just his briefs.
No, they took
his
his whole...
only pair of briefs.
They just start running through the town, throwing the Speedo to like one another.
Get the pervert out of here.
And then the townspeople are just like, this fucking animal is just running through butt-ass
This
naked.
pervert is just running amok town.
My favorite part about the animation is that they went really hyper detail on his ass.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
The fact that his ass is so hairy makes me so uncomfortable. I did not need to see the stubble on his ass cheeks.
He is a 38-year-old man, or 34? I forget. Hold on, we talked about this already. Or 36 or something. Then we get the montage of them running through the town. Everyone's freaking out, and then eventually Luffy and Co kind of show up and start taking the briefs too, and they run back to the boat, and then Robin's like, I got a good idea.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I'm guessing we didn't love the joke.
I thought it was hilarious.
No, I thought it's fantastic. But it hurt me viscerally.
I don't know. You did say that she can clutch you anytime.
She could clutch me anytime, and she could definitely step on me, but don't vice grip my nuts, please. I just don't know.
But of course, Frankie just needed a minute to cry before he ultimately accepted. We got our ship right, which we kind of knew from the get.
Right.
We these goons may or may not have kind of caught wind of that the second he came on screen. Which is, whatever. He was still a cool kid. He's still a cool guy. We're going to see a lot more of him over the years, I'm sure. And the only other big thing that happened was what? Leaving Water 7 and Usopp.
They have a shot at one point too, which I found hilarious, that they I forget which way the transition goes, but it's Luffy holding up Frankie's briefs as he's about to throw them to him, and then it either transitions to the flag, their Jolly Roger, or the other way. It transitions from the Jolly Roger to the undies, and I'm just like, can we not compare their pirate flag to Frankie's one pair of underwear? Oh my god! And then the thing that made me that hurt me the most was that Chopper puts them in his mouth while he's running away. And I'm like, oh,
Chopper, wash your mouth.
Oh, yeah, Chopper biting the fucking Speedo. That ain't right, bro.
That I cringed so hard. I was like, oh god.
Chopper deserves better. He deserves a better bounty. He deserves to not be chewing on Speedos.
Chopper just got handed so many L's in this episode.
Poor Choppy boy. But then as soon as Frankie gets on the boat, they do start to leave because none other than Grandpa Garp.
I have one question from this whole sequence, which is the last one he throws. Where
I had the same question. Where the fuck was he hiding that thing?
I'm convinced it's like stored in the ship, and then the fucking like dog mouth shoots it out.
It can't be. It is the shit. That's the anchor.
So Luffy's granddad just starts chucking cannonballs and also the old ball and chain. They call it the old ball and chain, which is hilarious to me. So Garp's ball and chain goes like, yeah, yeet, which is literally bigger than the boat. So like, obviously if it's going to hit the Sunny, like it's just going to eviscerate them. And then during all of this, we get the final Usopp completing his character arc of not being a little bitch and actually owning up to his mistake.
When Usopp was running up and was, saying all the lines after they did the whole flashback of that conversation they had in the room where Zoro was like, nah, like, fuck this dude with this mentality and shit like that. And then Usopp's running up and like thinking of like all his different plans and everything. I was sitting there thinking like, you piece of shit. You better not fucking do what you think you're about to do. You deserve, if you do what you're planning, you deserve to be left behind. I fucking hate your guts so fucking much. And then he finally cracks at the end. I was like, good, bag.
Yeah, no, honestly, this is actually something that I was a little annoyed with at first because, okay, so the scene where they're all talking about not bringing Usopp back unless he comes forward and apologizes for the disagreement that he had with Luffy, forever ago. I thought we missed it. Because, like, when I started watching, I'm like, dude, we didn't even see that episode. Like, that's one of, like, the best moments in the entire series. Like, I love that scene. And then it finally got to the part where, okay, it was a flashback, and they were talking about it. They were like, okay, now Usopp, he made his choice. Zoro's the one that kind of comes to bat. Because at first, I think Luffy and Chopper and Nami were kind of all like, yeah, we want to get him back. Like, that's great.
Yeah.
He's practicing his, like, big return speech. That's what Sanji was saying. And Zoro was like, hold the fucking phone.
You can't let people walk all over you. Because if you do that, it's gonna be me who leaves this crew.
You're making this more complicated than it needs to be.
Don't get me wrong, it's fine if he joins the crew again, and it's fine if you want him back. But if he doesn't apologize for what he did and pretends like nothing ever happened between the two of you, then I won't forgive him and I won't stand for it.
I don't make the rules because if you don't follow them, I'm gonna be the next one off this boat.
Yeah, he like calls it straight. He's like, honestly, if we don't take this seriously, like I'm gonna be the next one to fucking leave because we clearly don't have what it takes to take this seriously or whatever as a team.
I love this moment just because obviously Zoro is one of my favorite characters, and in the upcoming moments of the show, Zoro get time to shine in moments like these. This is one of many moments where Zoro, in my opinion, at the very least,
dude, he's the homie, man.
Yeah, he proves once here and will continue to do so over and over again just how fiercely loyal he is to Luffy, and to me exemplifies like why he's the first mate. I wrote it in my notes here. This is one of the more profound Zoro moments that reminds us why he's the first mate and what that actually means. He's loyal to Luffy and is always there to keep him in line as a captain with respect and authority if that's ever threatened in any way, including by Luffy himself. So yeah, this is just one of those moments I love.
Yeah, we've gotten these moments before, but I think this is easily the most powerful of them all because it has the most impact, like on everybody as a whole.
So the fact that he left our crew means nothing? He can come and go as he pleases?
No. But
Nami, I hate to admit it, but just this once at least, I have to agree with what he's saying.
If he pulls a pointless stunt like this on a whim, then how are we supposed to trust him moving forward?
And of course, in like almost his final moments, Usopp, like after we understand their perspective, like, nah, he's got to apologize. He's got to beg to come back because he made a decision that he has to abide by. And Usopp's still kind of doing his like big return speech practice. He's like, oh man, they're going to welcome me back with open arms. Like, oh yeah, don't worry guys. I'll totally become vice captain as soon as you bring me back. That's for sure. And they're just ignoring him, moving on, whatever. And you kind of have to wonder for a split second if like maybe he's going to just be like, all right, well then I'll do my own thing, which I guess maybe nobody really thought that. I did when I first watched.
It was a little bit there. I was like, oh, maybe that, like what Brendan said is true, that he's never coming back. Like this leads into that. And then maybe it's going to like, he's going to have his own little ship that, follows them around all the time because he's just trying to one up them all the time. But,
well, no,
Usopp.
This is what I think they could have done here, and I'm satisfied with Usopp's character progression through this situation. Personally, I know he's not like a great character, but I see a lot of myself in him in a lot of ways.
Usopp's a great character. Don't you lie to people.
I have nothing but love for the guy. Alternatively, what I feel like they could have done is he could have been like, I'm sorry for being a pest. I promise the next time we meet or something like that, I'm going to be a way better person. I'm going to go to Elbaf and become a super being or something like that. That would have also been pretty cool for me if they really doubled down on Usopp getting kicked out of the crew. But either way, I'm happy with it.
I mean, he's already like half super being, right? Like this Water 7 arc has really showed that he has superhuman strength. He just doesn't realize it.
Okay, yes. I was going to mention because we skipped over it. The part where before he jumps down to Scrap Island, Zombie warns him.
Dude,
is like
superhero landed, man.
He superhero lands and everything.
And he just leaps. And in my head, I'm like, oh, he's gonna like do that funny cartoon thing where he's like, da 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 da, looks down. Oh fuck! And he does this knees.
No, he just had a superhero landing, like no gag, no nothing. He jumped.
Yeah. Dust cloud looks
create
up,
a crater, and he's like, my knees are fine.
fucking nuts.
Good old Usopp. But yeah, so he asks for forgiveness, he apologizes, he said he was in the wrong, but he wants to come back. And then Luffy's like, get the fuck on this boat, you asshole.
That's why I was relieved that he was able to, humble himself, because like the thing that annoyed me the most about him this whole arc is his arrogance.
Come on already!
You better not drop him.
Pretty lame, you two. Pull it together.
If you got left behind, I literally would have been, stay where you belong.
Oh, no. It would have been interesting.
Okay, now I'm curious. In an alternate world where Usopp gets left behind in Water 7, what conditions would you, Devin, as a viewer, be okay with like Usopp coming back? Like, what would need to happen?
I feel like he would have to, one, like they said, go to Elbaf, make himself stronger in spirit and in physique. And two, he'd have to humble himself and be like, I understand now why what I put you through, because I had to go through it myself with my own crew, kind of thing. Because I'm assuming he would have to make his own little ragtag ship. He would have to like come back as an equal, understanding, and apologize as well.
I could see that. That'd be a really interesting story arc. I always just kind of saw it as maybe he went to Elbaf, he grew as a person and understood like the ramifications of his actions, and then like they just so happened to cross paths again, and then maybe they would go through like another mini arc together, and then he would be like, yo, so Luffy, I know I fucked up, but can I come back? And then he'd be like, get the fuck on this boat. Basically the same thing, just he also gets time to grow or something.
Yeah, I think we covered everything. The very end of the episode is the first things we talked about. So yeah, we've come full circle.
Yeah, but I need to mention how fucking amazing it was that all of the Baratier employees just roast the shit out of Sanji.
Attention customers, this is one of our former chefs.
I hope you enjoy your stay at the Maritime Restaurant Baratier, former home of Blackleg Sanji, the infamous cook with a 77 million berry bounty. It looks just like him, I swear.
Dude, so we didn't really go over all of the flashes. So we saw Luffy's hometown, which the mayor's like on the side. He's like, "What the fuck, man? We raised this fucking idiot." And then Makino, the girl who owned the bar back from Shanks's little backstory with Luffy or whatever, she's just there and she's like, "Oh, but he looks so happy."
Everyone's in HD now in that town. It's great.
What a cute pet. Luffy must be having so much fun out there. And it looks like he's made some wonderful friends as well.
You call those thugs friends? They're criminals!
And then we also saw, of course, Zoro's old his old stomping grounds where he like learned the way of the sword or whatever.
Koshiro in his dojo.
And then all the kids down there are like, "Yo, dude, Master, did this guy seriously study here?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, but like."
Master, is it true that pirate hunter Zoro used to study at this school too?
Why, yes, that is true. But I don't want you to see him as a role model. You understand?
Oh, I know, and he's so awesome. awesome! Teach us to be pirates too, so we can be strong like him!
I didn't teach him or anyone else to be a pirate.
Try not to look up to him. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you don't be a pirate like him, though. You know what I mean? They're like, dude, fuck that. We want to all be pirates. He's like, oh no, what have I done? What have you done, Zoro?
My favorite was the panning over to Kaya and the three little stooges from I think it's Syrup Village where Usopp's from.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen Kaya because I wasn't watching the beginning with you guys. I forgot just how precious Kaya is and how much I want. Like, if we whenever the end of One Piece comes, I need them to have an epic log where everyone just got stops back home. I need Usopp to go back in the future, whatever, see Kaya and just all the lovey-dovey shit. I need that romance canon, all right?
It's also fun to me that she's studying to be a doctor, but a specific line that she drops after they see his bounty is she's like, dude, I gotta get better at this doctor thing so that I can fix all of Usopp's wounds when he gets back from the journey. And I'm like, oh.
Don't know where he got it, but that mask is cool.
Let's see if we can make our own out of clay. Hey, Kaya, where are you going? I should get back to my medical studies, that's all. I have to become a good doctor as soon as I can. That way, if Usopp comes back here injured after all his adventures, I know I'll be able to fix him up.
You have so much work to do, Jesus Christ.
You might want to take some therapy lessons so that you can fix all the shit.
Yeah, I might want to throw a psychology
through.
minor in there also.
And then there's Nami's old town, and then for whatever reason, Genzo is like, dude, I'm calling the Navy right now. And then Nojiko, Nami's sister, is like, well, why the fuck are you calling the Navy? Like, what's wrong? And he's like, have you seen this picture? It is so goddamn scandalous. And he's got a
20-foot blown up version.
It's Florida ceiling.
Do they really think they can distribute such an explicit wanted poster all over the world? At this rate, she'll have more marriage suitors than bounty hunters after her.
Well, you seem to like the picture at least, seeing as you blew it up so big.
I can't believe we almost forgot about this. We almost skipped this. We saw Dragon.
Well, this is the very, very end here.
Yeah, we saw Dragon. He saw his son's bounty, looking a little proud.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's kind of fun and annoying about this universe that, the Grand Line is where most of the business in the world happens, because that's just where all the fucking shenanigans are. But it is still a planet that's separated by the Red Line and the Grand Line. So there's 4 other seas. So he's fighting wars in the other 4 major seas in addition to the Grand Line. So it's presumed that maybe he's in one of the other blues, or maybe he's somewhere really, really far out on the Grand Line, whatever, in this town called Baltigo. And he's just
he's probably able to cross the Calm Belt as well.
I'm sure he's got to have some crazy staff to where they've got to have enough technology to be able to keep up with the Marines if they're going to actually try to compete with them, right?
Probably some defected Navy members,
I would laugh if Franky actually built Pluton for them and we just don't know.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
I had my own big brain theory this time.
Oh,
give me.
We got some.
In we know that Franky is this part cyborg basically guy.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And we know that Franky will potentially build more ships, or is interested in ships again.
Yes.
And that he's got these the Battle Franky line.
Mm-hmm.
Devin's been wanting mechas for a long time. Franky's gonna build these mechas for Devin.
Oh,
yes.
Boy, wait a minute.
And then they're gonna fight kaiju.
We're gonna continue the Battle Franky line, but they're gonna be mechas.
Seeing how I know what Franky looks like later, yeah, I could see it.
I do want to say something like a supporting evidence, if you will. Somewhere in these episodes, Franky, I think it's before they get on the ship, or anyway, Franky says, "Oh, have you seen the new docking system?" Now we don't know what that means.
True.
But a dock is just a holding place for ships. So I'm just saying.
I just wanted to make sure I got that in there. Let's do quotes.
But first, before quotes, next week is episode 325. We're gonna do a special arc recap. First quote I got up here is I'm a pirate too. I fought hard like a man. I want to file a complaint about my 50 berry bounty.
I want to speak to your manager energy so hard.
No, not Karen Chopper.
Dude, the fact that Chopper is like only 50 though is going to be hilarious because like when he meets like anybody on the Grand Line, he's going to be like, "Oh, it's just a pet, guys. Like this will be easy." Then he turns into the Wendigo, and they're just like, "Oh. No."
Maybe it was a typo after all.
I'll go next. We've already covered like most of my quotes anyway. With my favorite, all my quotes are just bits between Chopper going 50 and then the guy with the I keep telling the tears to stop, man, but they just keep coming. I love that guy. Shout out to that goon once more. The only other one I got is another gag, but this one's from Sanji when they were talking about how they're going to Fishman Island next, and then Nami was on the side being like, "Oh boy, we got to go there." And then they were all like, "Well, it'll be fun. Like, we'll figure it out." And then Sanji's like reminiscing about all the mermaids he's gonna see, and then gives Kokoro the look, and Kokoro's just sitting there with that deadpan smile, and he breaks down and goes like, "Just let me dream, damn it! I'm not hurting anyone."
She's like, "There are young mermaids too, asshole."
My only quote I could think of really is just the I don't know what she says exactly because I didn't have enough time to write the notes down, but it's when she pans very slowly to the crushing Robin crushes Franky's jewels. Just that whole sequence.
So good, dude.
So funny.
We've hit on most of my quotes. I've got one or two left though. Iceberg, when in one of the many sequences of him talking to Franky while they're building the Sunny, he goes, "With a ship like this, sailing to the new world would be more than a dream. Just like Tom would say, you did it with real gusto."
Hell yeah, gusto.
Resolutely, damn it.
Fuck you, it's gusto,
Fuck
dude.
resolutely.
It hits.
Resolutely.
Dude, gusto hits, man. You don't
Gusto's
get it.
way better.
Resolutely just sounds like a translation, not error, but like, one of those things lost in translation. Gusto is the right way.
I'm glad my sub has transitioned into gusto now instead of resolutely.
God bless. Can't relate, but God bless.
With manly gusto.
When Franky kind of first gets to the beach after they've lured him there with his undies, he's standing there, and you get this like really like pastel shaded animation art style as he puts his hands together to form the star, and a wave crashes by him. He goes, "Standing before the waves, naked and proud. You wouldn't ask a lion to put on underwear, so why a man?"
And then Luffy is like, "Oh my god, I totally underestimated this man over here."
He's so manly.
Wait, is that what they say? Wait, is that what your translation said? When that's when Franky poses in front of the crashing wave, right?
Yeah, and you get the different art style. That was what it said.
That's what yours said. Okay, so I wasn't gonna quote this, but since yours is different from mine, what mine said was, "Nothing should faze men. A man should be resourceful, even with only the skin on his back. He should be like a lion that stands against the waves."
Are you watching sub or dub?
I'm watching sub.
That's so wildly different.
My dub is actually similar to what you said, Christian, which is interesting.
Interesting. All right, well, we don't have time for this. Who's our golden ham guy?
We're getting too lost in the sauce on this one.
We got golden ham now.
Ooh.
Gold ham. I don't know, dude. Like, I could give it to a lot of characters on this. I'll be honest.
I only want to give it to one because of photo potential for rusing.
Go on.
I want to give it to Robin.
I'm scared.
Because nothing made me feel something more than that moment. And we know which one I'm talking about.
I love the evolution of our golden ham. Now we've said fuck meme, and now we just want the best pictures.
Yeah, we want the best bamboo. If this is just we're going through phases. This is the bamboozle.
The fans.
In not so. I would honestly vote for either Franky or Usopp on this one, only because I love the resolution over Usopp's character arc on this.
I'm solidly in the Franky camp here. I don't care for Usopp. I mean, the evolution is nice of his character, but all he does is come groveling back to them and to let him on back on the ship. So I'm not really on board with that.
That's fair. I feel that.
Yeah, I would vote for Franky, with my honorable mention being the Thousand Sunny for reasons. But yeah,
I feel that.
I'm a vote for Frankie. One, because he built 1,000 Sunny, and there's a lot of good stuff centered around Frankie in these episodes, and I appreciated it. But also, 2 birds, 1 stone. We could still use that exact same frame Devin was asking for.
Stop. God, I don't want to give it to Frankie now. Don't make me do it.
I will comply if that is the photo.
I mean, I'm going to give it to Frankie regardless. So, like,
You're just going to feel a little worse about it.
I'm going to keep the train moving because we got one final thing to get through. And
Yes.
Devin and Justin are not excited for it. So we've got a spicy. Well, should we have a sound effect thing? Who's got
Fuck
a thing? How are we picking the grab bag? All right.
Fuck that. It's grab bag. Go in the bag. We got career day.
Hey, it's a spicy career day. We're going to mix 2 of our grab bags and an unprecedented grab bag feature where we have career day, but we're going to mix it with a haiku. So you have to present your career day for the Supa Nomi fruit, aka, since we all know it, the Dice fruit, which is Mr. One's Devil Fruit power from back in Alabasta. Where you can make you can turn your body into steel, make yourself into swords, basically. But you have to present it as a haiku.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real disappointment when me and Devin tell you we didn't do that shit at all.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why you guys suck. Brendan, on the other hand,
Hell yeah.
is my homie, and he's gonna present first.
I'm going to be honest. The one thing I did fuck up is that I made this Das Bones and not a gender neutral character. I will preface my apologies. But Das Bones kills by day, by night a sushi master, culinary man.
Yeah, so chef was a very easy pickup here, I'd say.
Damn it! I thought I was gonna pick something funny and unique. God,
Nah, dude.
Well, you at least specified it to sushi, which I guess I can appreciate. But my first thought was also chef, and then I had to go, well, that's way too easy.
damn it! I thought it was a good one. No.
What did you come up with?
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely magicians.
Oh no!
All right, so now the boring people are gonna go.
Yeah. What do we got? Did you guys even do the haiku, or did you just pick a job?
I'm writing it right now.
I literally Googled careers that use knives, and obviously
Careers that
lots of
use
chefs.
knives.
I, however, did like the potential for this person to be a surgeon because they could just be their own scalpel or whatever else they really need.
No, I like that. That's actually a pretty good idea, honestly.
Be economical, you don't have to spend money on scalpels.
Can you turn
else.
that into a haiku?
I have a haiku ready.
Do it.
Shoot it.
It doesn't make any sense, okay? And
Wait,
it doesn't
wait.
fit
It doesn't.
but it's a pun.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were on it. I was like, what are you doing, man?
No, he's prefacing it.
I'm prefacing right now. It doesn't make sense. It's just a pun.
I get it. Okay.
Master of the Bills. Chips flow to their final bet. Don't roll under a 6. Because he plays craps.
Dice fruit. He's a dice.
Oh, dice joke. Got it. Wow.
It's okay, Devin.
Awful.
I got it. I got you.
You didn't even if you weren't going to make the haiku, you could have still thought of an applicable career for someone who can turn their body into a sword.
You know what? Casinos need bodyguards. Boom, bang, done.
All right, well.
You ain't wrong.
Okay, hold on. Potential idea. I like this potential idea. It doesn't really work in the way we see the power be used. However, I do like the idea of the person with the dice fruit just like cosplaying as Excalibur, the sword and the stone.
Oh god, I
Like,
just got flashbacks to fucking Soul Eater. Excalibur. Fool.
I like this idea of just being like, here's a boulder or whatever. I'm gonna just shove myself in it as a sword. Now I'm Excalibur.
Does anybody have anything else to contribute?
Nope. Devin, do the thing.
Devin, do the thing.
I was waiting for a silence because it is very important that our listeners follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Panda Sightings. And they can also reach out to us at pandasightings@gmail.com for your information.
Please email us. I look every day hoping the email will pop up, and it makes me very sad every time there
All
isn't
right,
one.
don't sound so desperate, you fucking loners. Low life.
God, dude, fucking relax, man.
We also didn't say what we're doing next time.
No, I did.
No, we did. No, Justin
Oh,
did
did
before
we?
we
I
started
missed-
quotes. Yeah.
I made sure
Oh, I
to
missed
mention
that
it because
then.
we were going to forget it.
You don't listen to each
Hi,
other.
everyone point and laugh at Christian. He's now the dumbest in the cast, not me.
Bermuda Triangle.